This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Halloween is next week, but we're already having fun in our area. We'll review and preview some events and give you some trick-or-treat safety tips next. Hola friends, thanks for hanging out. I'm Ken Kara, coming to you in HD on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 513 and anytime on the Samsung Productions app. Here's our Monday headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. An agreement is being worked out that could allow Hazleton Police to provide coverage to Banks Township. The proposal is still under development and would require approval of both the Banks Township supervisors and Hazleton City Council. If approved, Hazleton Police would be given the ability to respond to calls in the township 24/7. The township would in turn pay the city $28,000 a year. The fee would be paid in monthly installments. The proposal would also give either party the right to cancel after providing 10 days written notice. Hundreds of children in costume and their parents filled the parking lot at Giant Supermarket in Hazleton last night. They came out for the first ever Hazleton FOP Free Fun Kids Halloween Carnival. The event was hosted by the Hazleton Fraternal Order of Police Lodge 18 to provide children with a safe and fun environment to trick or treat. The free carnival featured face painting, pumpkin painting, horse rides, games, and of course, plenty of candy. There was also a costume parade with prizes awarded for the prettiest, funniest, scariest, and most original in several age categories. SSPTV's Lisa Sugart, who served as one of the judges for the costume parade, says she never saw such fabulous costumes. And another popular Halloween event takes place this Wednesday at the Laurel Mall. Lisa Sugart has the details.
Well, the Laurel Mall is all decked out for Halloween, and they're getting ready for what is truly, I think, the biggest event that you have here at the mall. I'm pleased to be joined again by our friend Rocco Aruzo, the property manager here at the Laurel Mall. Halloween is just around the corner.
Would you believe it?
No.
Halloween is right around the corner, October 25th, 6 p.m. It's a Wednesday evening. Halloween is here. Bring the children, a lot of treats. All the tenants will be involved, passing out candy and goodies and coupons and everything else. We're going to have this year a little something special. We're going to have Fabergé Follies lead the parade this year. They're going to do some dancing, and also we have our good friend DJ John coming, and he'll play some gory music. So we're looking forward to it. We're going to deck out. We're going to do a couple little different things this year, so people are going to be surprised.
Now, this is always huge. I mean, really, I was so impressed the last couple of years with the number of people that come out. You literally have this mall entirely filled with children in all kinds of costumes.
Last year, the tenants were telling me they passed out over 700 pieces. So we figured we had probably 650 kids. So that's a lot, but we're thrilled, and we hope to have more this year.
Why is it important for you to have this? This is a safe way for children to trick or treat.
You said it the right way. It's a safe way for kids to come and do trick or treating because, you know, with the way things are in this world today, unfortunately, I have to say that, this gives them a safe haven. We got the characters. We have, you know, so much that we can offer here at the mall for the children.
All right, so it's on the 25th. It starts at 6 o'clock. Do they line up at a special place? What do they do?
Yes, we'll be lining up down in the Dunham's Wing, right by Claire's Boutique. We start there, and the parade will start at Dunham's, go all the way right around the mall. And actually last year they lined up the same area. This whole place was lined right to Kmart. It was all around the circle. So we're going to try to control it the best we can, and we'll handle it, I'm sure.
I'm sure. It's going to be a great event. Again, it's happening October 25th here at the mall, starting at 6 p.m. A safe way to trick or treat. We will see you here at the Laurel Mall for Halloween.
Thanks, Lisa and Rocco. SSPTV's The Girls will be there for Halloween, so be sure to say Happy Halloween to Deb and Janine when you see them. And many little ones will be going door to door for Halloween treats this year. SSPTV News intern Owen Vaughn talked with a local police chief to get some tips on how to keep your trick-or-treater safe.
It's that spooky time of year once again. Halloween is right around the corner, which means young ghosts and goblins will be taken to the streets for some long-awaited trick-or-treating. Halloween festivities are always a great time, but it's important to keep safety in mind when you head out to collect your candy. I spoke with Brian Buglio, police chief for the borough of West Hazelton, who had some tips on how to make sure you stay safe this Halloween.
If you're sending your children out on Halloween night and they're going to go trick-or-treating, one of the things that we suggest is make them wear bright colors with some type of reflective clothing. Stay with your children, especially young children. Don't just send your children out and just let them go out there by themselves. Go out there and supervise them. When you're going to the houses, only go to houses that are lit. If the porch lights aren't on, that's an indication that people don't want anybody trick-or-treating at their house that night.
Perhaps the most important aspect of trick-or-treating safely is proper navigation of the roads. There will, of course, be many more children out than usual, some of whom will be wearing dark costumes that can be hard to see. Chief Buglio cautions both drivers and pedestrians to stay aware on Halloween night.
We're going to have extra patrols out. However, you still need to be aware of the cars traveling on the roadway. And remember, if you are in dark clothing or the drivers can't see you, it's much harder for the drivers to see you, that you need to be aware of the vehicles that are on the roadway.
Remember, Halloween safety shouldn't end once you return home. Parents should keep an eye out for anything suspicious in what their children collect out in their neighborhoods. Chief Buglio tells us what to look out for.
When you're going through the candy, I wouldn't eat any kind of open candy. I mean, just eat things that are in wrappers. Sometimes some people take them out of the wrappers maybe to maximize how much candy they can give out, things like that. Don't eat that candy. Throw that away. I mean, you're going to get enough candy on that night that you don't need to eat all of it. You can get the candy that is in the wrappers and is secured in a package. And if you see anything suspicious, just throw it away. Or you can call your local police department if you need to.
Thanks to Chief Buglio and his tips, this will hopefully be a scary yet safe Halloween. Reporting from SSPTV News, I'm Owen Vaughn.
Thank you, Owen. Well, is there a wedding in your future? If so, Edgewood by Sand Springs and Sand Springs Country Club, both in Drums, invite you to join the experts live this Thursday on Facebook. Join Rachel and Samantha for tips, tricks, and trends for your big day. All free this Thursday. This highly informative event takes place via Facebook Live on Thursday at 7 p.m. Go to either Edgewood by Sand Springs or Sand Springs Country Club this Thursday on Facebook at 7 p.m. for free valuable tips for your special day. Please forgive me, I lost my voice at an important meeting in University Park on Saturday night. Bear with me. Coming up next, a windy local forecast from the National Weather Service. And later in sports, we have a new #1 in the high school football Cole Scale rankings. And our John Eric Poli talks with MMI's Jessica McClellan, who is competing at the PIAA State Golf Championships. This is SSP TV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazelton Standard Speaker.
Look who's back. It's Lori Kane. She works in community relations with McCann School of Business and Technology. And Lori, sometimes if you watch the news when I'm talking with people, I won't turn all the way around because my neck will be bothering me and it kills me. I'm all right today. I did not know I could go to McCann and I could get a massage.
Actually, yesterday I went to McCann and I got a massage because I do a lot of driving with my job, and I was getting this tingling up my leg, and I stopped by the front desk. I'm like, can you get me in because I need help? And they did the trick. Our massage clinic is located at 2650 Wood Glen Road in Pottsville, and it is open to the public. So if you're looking for a Swedish massage, a hot stone massage, they do a little bit of everything. They have specials that they do each month. They do facials, the exfoliation, the body wraps. They do couples massages, ear candling. So a lot of neat little different services that are not only performed by our students, because of course you can come to McCann and learn the trade, or they can also have one done by one of our licensed massage therapists. And so they're right there on staff.
So it's a full spa experience, really. Do you talk with the, I'm learning, we've done like 3 segments now. You talk with everybody. When you communicate with the students who are going through this and that, what is their experience like? What is some feedback you got about the program?
Oh, well, because people have different reasons that they want to go through massage. Maybe somebody wants to work in a doctor's office, a chiropractor's office, a cruise ship. We had a student once who wanted to work in a cruise ship, and I know that's up my alley. So definitely not only for relaxation, but for overall mental health. You're making your body feel good, and you should treat yourself once a month. Let me tell myself this again. You should treat yourself once a month because I'm there and I still need to schedule the appointments when I feel the need.
So I just don't have to suffer through a week here on SSP TV News where I'm like this and I usually just wait it out. I could just go down to Pottsville where you can go to the spa, or if you want to learn and get into that field, learn more about McCann School of Business and Technology.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
After a string of some really nice days, we have a hazardous weather outlook from the National Weather Service. Some strong winds will develop ahead of a cold front tonight, and we could see them tomorrow morning as well. Here's our local forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, expect scattered showers and thunderstorms, then showers and possibly a thunderstorm after midnight. Low of 61 degrees, wind gusts as high as 38 miles per hour. New rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 inch possible. Then on Tuesday, showers and possibly a thunderstorm, a high of 65. Once again, new rainfall amounts between 1/2 and 3/4 inch on Tuesday. Tuesday night, showers and thunderstorms, 60% chance likely before 1 a.m. Mostly cloudy, low in the mid-40s. Wednesday, mostly sunny, high of 56. At night, a low of 38 degrees, a 28% chance of showers. Thursday, things clear up, mostly sunny, high of 53. Thursday night, mostly clear, low of 37. Friday, sunny with a high of 58, and at night, mostly clear, low of 42 degrees. Here's your midday winning lottery numbers. Hope you like nines. The pick 2, 4, 1, pick 3, 4, 3, 5, pick 4, 9, 9, 5, 9, pick 5, 6, 3, 6, 3, 8. The wild number is 9. We have so much sports when we come back, including our John Eric Polai and Ron Marchetti. I'll see you then.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
MMI's Jessica McClellan is competing at the PIAA State Golf Championships. On Friday, our John Eric Polai stopped by MMI Prep and talked with McClellan about the regional and state championships and golf and life in general.
The state golf championships are coming up, and I'm joined by MMI Prep junior Jessica McClellan. And Jessica, I mean, tell me, is it sinking in yet? Because, I mean, this is such an accomplishment to be going to states.
I think finally once I got home on Monday after regionals, it finally sunk in that, hey, I made it to states in the final playoff hole. It was my goal of mine since the beginning of the season, so it's really cool to actually accomplish it.
And I know you were just saying that playoff hole. Talk a little bit about that, because that was incredible. So if I had the story straight here, you were in the clubhouse, hanging out, relaxing, thinking the day's over, and next thing you know, you have to come back out of the clubhouse. I mean, how difficult was it to come out and golf again after being off for a little bit?
Well, we were the first group to come in off the course, so we had the first scores up on the board, and then I knew it was going to be close because all the scores were rough and it wasn't a good day. So my coach was saying, just keep your head in the game because you might have to play a playoff for the last spot because there were 2 99s. So I was like, okay, so I kept my head in the game, and then once we realized that, hey, there is a playoff, I went out on the putting green for about 10 minutes and worked and got my putting actually pretty straightened out, and that really helped. So.
Another thing with regionals too was the weather. I know when we think golf, we picture probably something like Florida, you know, nice and warm, California. We're stuck here in Pennsylvania, and this time of the year the weather's a little iffy. And in fact, that day it was a cold day. It wasn't a nice 70-degree day like we've had in the past. So, do you think that that kind of helped you in a way, or do you think that it was a little bit of a disadvantage because you haven't played in cold all year? Because we kind of had a nice, you know, warm fall so far.
Yeah, it was really a disadvantage, especially since our Sunday practice round, the weather was perfect. It was like 75 degrees and it was sunny and blue skies. And then we went to Monday and it was cold, windy, kind of rainy, and it was just really cold and it was hard to swing a club. You didn't know which way the putt was going because there were just gusts of wind. So it was really hard to play like that, but then luckily our last 4 holes, I would say, it got nice outside and it was warm and there was actually sun and no wind. So then I think that helped actually on the playoff hole that I was settled down.
I know you're a junior, so a lot of times in situations like this in sports, someone will say to you, hey, you know what, you're just a junior, this is an experience thing, get him next year. I mean, is that your approach, or are you going for the win, you're going for it right now?
I guess it is a good approach to it, just say, hey, just check the field out, see what you can do. I'm looking for the best place I could get possibly, just play my best golf I can. That's really all I'm looking for. I don't think taking the first place would be a lot of tough work and probably not that realistic, but then just playing my best I could and I'd be really proud of myself. And then next year go and really play.
And then just how long have you been golfing for?
I started when I was about 3 or 4, and instead of getting a Barbie Jeep, I got a motorized golf cart with golf clubs strapped on the back, so I've been playing ever since.
That's pretty cool. I never played golf ever, so I'm guessing that if we went out and golfed, you'd probably kill me.
Probably.
Well, you sound pretty confident there, so I'm not going to try and golf against you. But for everyone that is golfing against you, I mean, is this like kind of friendly in a way? Because I know golf's kind of a sport where no matter how good of a day, you guys have had, always at the end you take your cap off and you shake hands. Is that kind of what it's like, or is there any animosity towards anybody that you face?
There's definitely a lot of competition because you want to be the best that you can be, and sometimes there's always going to be somebody better than you. That's just a fact. But really, most of the girls that I play golf with, we're all friends. There's Allie Craig from Pittston also going to states, and we're great friends. We play against each other all summer, and it may seem like we're competitors and both want to win, and sometimes that gets in the way, but we're actually really good friends. So I think that's a good example.
Talking before with you, you were saying it's kind of been tough with school because districts is an all-day tournament. You're out of school all day. Regionals, out of school again all day. You're going to miss 2 more days coming with the state tournament. MMI, everyone knows, is one of the top schools in the whole entire state of Pennsylvania. So how exactly have you been trying to balance this whole entire thing?
So I try to practice every single day, obviously, but then once I get home, I do homework until I go to bed, and then I wake up and go to school again. So it's really homework and golf. That's it. I don't think I've been in school a full weeks for about a month and a half now. So that's kind of hard. I'm always missing stuff.
Well, listen, Jessica, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day, out of your practice schedule, out of your schoolwork time to sit here and have this conversation with me. And best of luck to you Monday and Tuesday at States.
Thank you, John, and I'm sure that driving range is thankful you and your friends don't go there anymore. The top 2 teams in our high school football Cole Scale rankings went head-to-head on Friday night, so let's see what happened on our penultimate Cole Scale rankings. Schuylkill Haven moved to 5-0 in Division II of the Schuylkill League with a win over Shenandoah Valley. The Blue Devils are still looking for a spark in our League Night grade. Senior Michael Vinaz had a big game for the 462 football crew, returning a kickoff 84 yards for a touchdown. He had over 180 return yards in the game. Mono area, they jumped back into our bituminous grade for teams getting hot. They won their 2nd straight game in a row with a 42-6 win over Panther Valley. It was another big night for quarterback Matt Lewandowski on the ground and in the air. Marion is next in this grade. The Colts did drop a close game on Friday to Minersville. The Batlin Miners' Ken Yurkonis scored with under 30 seconds left in the game, and then Jared Yoder ended the Colts' hopes with an interception. Seth Pollock rushed for 137 yards for Marion. He had 2 touchdowns on the ground and caught another. Tamaqua tumbles into the bituminous grade after their 4th straight loss against tough competition. Braden Knobloch passed for 187 yards, and Matt Kistler had 102 yards receiving for the Blue Raiders in their loss to North Schuylkill. Our hottest teams are on fire in the anthracite grade. Hazelton area cooled off Dallas and snapped the Mountaineers' 4-game winning streak. Damon Horton ran for 117 yards and a touchdown, and Will Strassner got a late sack in the end zone that gave the Cougars 2 more points and secured the victory on the road. The North Schuylkill Spartans grabbed the top spot on the Cole Scale after taking down Tamaqua. The game was tied at 14 at the half, but Doug Wiest hit Scott Grigas with a 41-yard touchdown pass, and Brandon Rockwell grabbed an interception to swing the momentum in the Spartans' favor. Wiest ended up with 190 passing yards, and Grigas finished with 164 yards receiving, and that's Week 9 in the Mines. Next week, we'll have our last Cole Scale ranking, so find out who will be the kings of the Cole. Right now, the king of local sports is with us, Ron Marchetti, for his Trivia Treat segment.
Monday Night Football tonight, the Redskins and Eagles in Philly. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Trivia Treat. The Redskins are 3-2, and the Eagles are 5-1. I expect the Redskins to find a way to lose tonight. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think so. Kenny Carr put the jinx on the Yankees and Notre Dame last Friday night by predicting that both would win and I would come in here tonight on cloud 9. Well, no can do. A typical Red Sox fan's wish came true. The Yankees lost. Mother of God. Although Notre Dame did win, and quite impressively, and Army won in OT. At 6-2, they received an invitation to play in the Armed Forces Bowl, which they accepted. So it was a bittersweet weekend. But let's go back to another Monday Night Football game that was played on this night exactly 34 years ago. After that one, I was completely drained. The Packers outlasted the Redskins 48-47 at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. The Pack blew the lead 5 times, only to have Washington rally or take the lead to lead each time. The last Redskins score was a 5-yard pass from Joe Theismann to Joe Washington with 2:50 left. But then the Packers took the lead at 48-47 on a 20-yard field goal by Jan Stenere with 50 seconds remaining. However, the Redskins still had one more shot. But Mark Mosley missed the 39-yard field goal attempt as time expired. Mother of God, I ripped off my Redskins shirt and went to bed. Now let me talk about another trivia that was much more pleasant, at least for me. It happened exactly 40 years ago, actually 36 years ago in 1971. The Yankees won the World Series with an 8-4 decision in Game 6 over the Dodgers at Yankee Stadium behind 3 home runs by Reggie Jackson. Mr. October entered that contest having homered off Don Sutton in his last plate appearance in Game 5 during a 10-4 defeat in Los Angeles. In Game 6, Jackson walked on 4 pitches by starter Bert Hooton. In the second inning, in the next 3 trips to the plate, Jackson homered. On the first pitch, in the 4th, Jackson belted a 2-run dinger on the first pitch. In the 4th, a 2-run shot on the first pitch off Hooton to put New York ahead 4-3. Reggie then walloped homers off Elias Sosa in the 6th and Charlie Ho in the 8th. The last of which traveled some 450 feet into the center field bleachers. Counting the home run 2 days earlier in Game 5, Jackson had collected home runs on 4 straight swings against 4 different pitchers. A far cry from this past Friday and Saturday when the Yankees only collected 8 hits and 1 run in the last 18 innings of the ALCS. Till Friday, be a good sport and stay loose.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's Talk of the Town. Do you not have a Halloween costume yet? Well, if you don't, go to Designs Unlimited. They have prize-winning costume rentals for both kids and adults. All the information about the store is listed on your screen. And this weekend, you can help your local police officers. Come on out to CrossFit for Cops at CrossFit in Drums. This event is free and donations are welcome. All money that is raised in donations will go to raise money for body armor for local police officers. For more information, you can call the number on your screen. And the American Cancer Society Greater Hazleton Unit will be holding a pasta dinner on Sunday, October 29th at the Most Precious Blood Church Hall. This event is running from 12 noon until 5 p.m. Tickets are $8 for adults and $4 for children. You may eat in or take out. For more information or to make a reservation for the event, you can call the number on your screen. And that's today's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Judith M. Gold, formerly of West Hazleton. The Crofton Hughes Funeral Home will announce the arrangements. And Emily King of Drums. All services will be private under the Hazel Chapel of the Crofton Hughes Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name now on SSPTV News, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Today's winner is Gloria Capice of Barnesville. Call now at 570-455-7267, extension 104, for your free movie.
Wondering why Ron Marchetti wasn't talking to me today and where that scratch in my car came from. But Ronnie, I have to remind you too, I also picked Notre Dame over USC. So hopefully we're back on good terms by the time Short Shots rolls around. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, everyone. Have a good night. Take it easy.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.